Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever thought about the way you speak to yourself? We often spend more time worrying about how others view us or the words others speak about us, yet we rarely focus on our own internal dialogue. Today, I want to challenge you to shift your mindset by talking to yourself in a way that empowers you for just 7 days. Imagine the impact it would have if you spoke to yourself with the same encouragement, support, and love that you would offer your closest friends. Would you still feel limited by your fears? Would you be afraid to take action, knowing you have your own unwavering support? Now, I'm not asking you to transform overnight. What I am asking is simple for the next 7 days. Talk to yourself like you're your own biggest cheerleader. Remind yourself of your worth, your potential, and your strengths. Treat yourself with the respect and encouragement you would give anyone else in your life. Because here's the truth, your thoughts shape your reality. The words you speak to yourself, even in the quietest moments, are the foundation of your actions. If you're constantly telling yourself that you're not enough or that you can't succeed, you'll begin to believe it. But if you tell yourself you are capable, that you're worthy of success, that you have what it takes to achieve greatness, something incredible happens. You start acting on those beliefs. So what's the challenge for the next 7 days? It's simple. Speak kindly to yourself, encourage yourself, and celebrate your progress. I promise you, in just 1 week, you will begin to see yourself differently. You will discover new confidence, new motivation, and you'll take steps toward becoming the person you know you're meant to be. Remember, the way you talk to yourself is the foundation of your life. Let's start building that foundation on a rock-solid, positive mindset. The words you speak to yourself will ultimately shape the life you live. Talk to yourself as if you already have the success and happiness you seek. Speak with intention because your future is listening. What you think about yourself directly influences what you do. Think big, think positive, and your actions will follow suit. How you talk to yourself sets the standard for how others will treat you. If you treat yourself with respect and dignity, the world will reflect that back to you. You cannot control everything around you, but you can control how you speak to yourself. Take charge of your inner dialogue and use it to fuel your growth. Not be your own biggest motivator. When things get tough, don't criticize yourself, encourage yourself. Remind yourself of how far you've come and the strength you already possess. You have unlimited potential, but it begins with the belief in yourself. If you constantly speak to yourself as if you're capable of greatness, you'll begin to unlock your true power. Acknowledge every victory, no matter how small. Every step forward is progress. And by talking to yourself positively, you'll encourage the habit of celebrating your successes along the way. Don't just try this for a day or two, give it 7 days. Speak kindly, speak powerfully, and speak as if you are already the person you're striving to become. In time, this consistency will create lasting transformation. Remember, if you can change the way you talk to yourself, you can change the course of your life. Let's start this journey today, and in 7 days, you'll already see the difference it makes. The words you speak to yourself, both out loud and in the quiet of your mind, are far more than just passing thoughts. They are the foundation of your life. You see, the reality you experience today is a direct result of the words you've allowed yourself to believe. If you constantly tell yourself that you're not good enough, that success is out of reach, or that your dreams are impossible, you're building walls around your potential. These words become the limits you set for yourself. They become the boundaries you unconsciously live within. But here's the good news: words have the power to create. They shape your reality, mold your thoughts, and ultimately guide your actions. If you start speaking to yourself as if success is inevitable, if you tell yourself that you're capable and deserving of great things, you'll begin to see new opportunities open up. When you consistently affirm your worth, your strength, and your potential, your actions will align with those beliefs. You'll take steps you never thought possible, reach goals you once thought were too far out of reach, and become someone who is driven not by fear, but by the unwavering belief that your words have power. Think about it. The moment you start changing the way you talk to yourself, you begin to shift the way you see yourself. If you say, "I can do this," your mind starts to believe it. If you say, "I'm capable," your body responds with actions that reflect that belief. You start looking for solutions instead of focusing on problems. You see setbacks as stepping stones, and you take challenges as opportunities to grow. Remember, your words are more than just sounds. They are seeds that grow into your reality. If you water them with positivity, encouragement, and the belief that you're worthy of success, you'll watch as they flourish into the life you've always dreamed of. But if you plant seeds of doubt, fear, and negativity, don't be surprised when they sprout into missed opportunities and unfulfilled potential. Take control of your words and you take control of your life. The power to change your reality lies within the conversations you have with yourself every single day. Speak as if your success is already on its way, and watch how your world begins to reflect that belief. It's not just about thinking positively, it's about speaking as if your dreams are already unfolding before you, because in truth they are. Your thoughts are not just idle musings, they are the driving force behind everything you do. Whatever you think about consistently will eventually influence your actions. If you think small, you'll act small. If you think big, you'll take bold steps toward big goals. The way you think shapes the way you move, the decisions you make, and the path you take in life. This is not just a theory, it's a fact of human nature. Your mind is the starting point of all progress, and what you dwell on in your thoughts will become evident in your behavior. Consider for a moment how powerful the mind is. The thoughts you carry with you day after day are what fuel your motivation, your drive, and your willingness to take risks. If you're constantly thinking that you're not enough or that something is too difficult, guess what? You'll avoid the challenges that come your way. You'll hesitate, doubt yourself, and ultimately not take action. But on the other hand, if you focus on possibilities, solutions, and the belief that you have the ability to overcome obstacles, your mind will guide you to take inspired action. You'll find the courage to step forward, even when things seem uncertain. Your mind works like a compass, pointing you in the direction of your thoughts. Think about your goals, and your mind will create a plan to help you get there. But if you focus on your fears, your doubts, or your limitations, your mind will align with those too. It will help you avoid discomfort, rationalize inaction, and find reasons to hold back. But here's the thing, your mind is incredibly powerful. You have the ability to choose which thoughts you entertain, which beliefs you accept, and which ideas you allow to take root in your consciousness. By shifting your thoughts to ones of success, possibility, and potential, you will begin to move in the direction of those thoughts. You will find yourself taking more confident steps, making decisions with conviction, and embracing challenges as opportunities to grow. It's the simple truth, your thoughts will eventually lead to action. If you want to change your behavior, start by changing your thoughts. Think like the person you want to become, and you'll begin to act in ways that reflect that person. The most successful people didn't just think about success, they thought in ways that made success inevitable. They didn't just dream, they acted on those dreams, guided by the belief that their thoughts would lead to the actions necessary to turn those dreams into reality. So take charge of your thoughts today. Begin thinking like the person you want to become, and watch how quickly your actions follow. The transformation starts with what you think about yourself and the possibilities you see for your future. Remember, thoughts become actions, and actions create results. If you want better results, think bigger. Think stronger. Think more confidently, and then watch yourself take the actions that make those thoughts come alive. The way you speak to yourself, the way you think about your abilities and your potential sets the standard for how you will show up in life. The words you use in your own mind shape your expectations, and those expectations determine how you interact with the world. If you tell yourself you're not good enough, you're setting a low bar for your life. If you tell yourself that you're capable, confident, and worthy, you're setting a higher standard, one that compels you to rise to the occasion. Self-talk is not just idle chatter, it's a declaration of who you are and what you believe you deserve. When you speak to yourself with kindness, encouragement, and belief, you set a standard of excellence for yourself. You begin to expect greatness, and because your expectations are high, your actions naturally follow suit. You start making decisions that align with that standard, pushing yourself to perform at your best, take on new challenges, and strive for success in everything you do. But if your self-talk is filled with doubt, negativity, and self-criticism, then you are setting a much lower standard. When you tell yourself you can't do something or that you're not capable, you lower the bar for what you are willing to accept from yourself. The truth is, your actions will rarely exceed the standard you set for yourself, and if that standard is one of limitation, your life will reflect those limitations. If you constantly criticize and belittle yourself, you'll find it harder to take risks, pursue opportunities, or believe that success is possible. Your internal dialogue creates a ceiling on your potential. This is why it's so crucial to be mindful of the way you talk to yourself. The words you speak to your own mind are the foundation of your actions. When you encourage yourself, you create a positive feedback loop, one where you push yourself further, take bigger steps, and hold yourself accountable to higher standards. You start to see yourself as someone who is capable of handling challenges, someone worthy of success, and someone with the power to achieve great things. And this doesn't happen by accident. It requires deliberate effort. It requires speaking to yourself as if you are already the person you want to become. Don't wait for others to believe in you before you start believing in yourself. Don't wait for the world to raise the standard before you raise it for yourself. The moment you begin to set a higher standard for how you talk to yourself, you begin to set a higher standard for your life. You start to treat yourself with the same respect and care that you would offer to someone you admire. You begin to see challenges as opportunities and setbacks as temporary obstacles on the road to success. The quality of your self-talk determines the quality of your life. If you want to improve the way you live, start by improving the way you speak to yourself. Speak as if you're already the person you aspire to be, and the world around you will start to mirror that new standard. The moment you set a higher standard for your self-talk, you set a higher standard for everything you do. And in time, you'll find yourself living up to that standard because the way you talk to yourself is the first step in achieving everything you've ever dreamed of. In life, there are countless things that we cannot control: external events, other people's actions, and even some of the circumstances we find ourselves in. But here's the truth: focusing on what you can control is one of the most powerful shifts you can make. When you stop wasting time and energy trying to change things that are beyond your control, you free yourself to take meaningful action on the things that truly matter, the things you can change. You can't control how other people behave, but you can control how you respond. You can't control the economy, but you can control how you prepare and adapt to changes in it. You can't control the obstacles that come your way, but you can control how you approach them. The power lies in your ability to focus on your thoughts, your choices, your attitude, and your actions. These are the things within your grasp, and they are the things that will determine the outcome of your life. One of the most freeing realizations you can have is that you are in control of your mindset. When challenges arise, you can choose whether to see them as roadblocks or opportunities. You can choose whether to focus on the problems or focus on finding solutions. This mindset shift will determine whether you stay stuck or move forward, whether you let circumstances define you or you define your circumstances. Another area you can control is your habits. Your daily habits, how you spend your time, what you choose to focus on, how you invest in yourself are all within your control. The small, consistent actions you take today will determine the kind of life you live tomorrow. So instead of complaining about things you can't change, focus on building habits that move you closer to your goals. You can choose to improve your skills, learn new things, and invest in your personal growth. This is the kind of control that will lead you to success. Your relationships are also something you can control, at least in terms of how you contribute to them. You can't control how others treat you, but you can control how you show up for them. You can choose to be kind, respectful, and supportive. You can choose to set boundaries that honor your time and energy. In doing so, you create the environment for healthier, more productive relationships. By focusing on what you can control, you stop being a victim of your circumstances. Instead of being at the mercy of external forces, you become empowered to take action where it counts. You begin to realize that you have more influence over your life than you ever thought possible. When you focus on your mindset, your habits, and your responses to the world around you, you tap into an incredible source of strength and resilience. So the next time you face a challenge or feel overwhelmed by things beyond your control, remind yourself you don't have to control everything to succeed. Just focus on what you can control: the choices you make, the actions you take, and the attitude you maintain. These are the things that will shape your future. When you put your energy into those areas, you'll be amazed at how much you can accomplish, how much you can grow, and how much your life can improve. It all starts with focusing on what you can control. In life, it's easy to look for encouragement outside of ourselves. We often wait for others to motivate us, praise our efforts, or tell us that we're on the right track. But here's the reality: the most powerful form of encouragement comes from within. If you want to achieve greatness, you must become your own greatest cheerleader. You must learn to encourage yourself, especially when the world around you seems uncertain, or when challenges seem overwhelming. The truth is, no one knows you like you know yourself. Only you truly understand the obstacles you face, the setbacks you've overcome, and the goals that are in your heart. So who better than you to encourage and uplift yourself? When you take the responsibility for your own encouragement, you stop relying on external factors to fuel your motivation. Instead, you create a mindset that pushes you forward, even when others may not understand or appreciate your journey. One of the most effective ways to encourage yourself is by acknowledging your progress, no matter how small it may seem. When you accomplish something, celebrate it. Even the smallest wins are important because they build momentum and remind you that you are capable. Too often, we overlook these small victories in favor of chasing the bigger ones. But those small steps are just as significant. They're part of the journey that leads you to where you want to be. When you encourage yourself along the way, you reinforce the belief that success is possible, that progress is happening, and that every effort counts. It's also important to recognize that encouragement doesn't mean ignoring your flaws or pretending that challenges don't exist. It's about being kind to yourself, even when you fall short. When you encounter failure or setbacks, it's easy to be hard on yourself. But the key to lasting success is learning to speak to yourself with compassion and understanding. Instead of criticizing yourself for not being perfect, encourage yourself by recognizing that mistakes are a natural part of growth. Learn from them, adjust your approach, and keep moving forward. Self-encouragement is about resilience, not perfection. Another powerful way to encourage yourself is by practicing positive affirmations. The way you speak to yourself can dramatically shape your mindset. If you constantly tell yourself that you're not good enough, you'll begin to believe it. But if you speak to yourself as if you are capable of achieving your goals, if you affirm that you have what it takes to succeed, you'll start to believe in your own power. Your words become your reality. Encouraging yourself with positive, affirming language will boost your confidence and drive. You also need to remind yourself that setbacks are not the end. They are simply part of the process. Encourage yourself through difficult times by reframing challenges as opportunities for growth. It's not about avoiding obstacles, it's about how you approach them. When you encourage yourself to keep going, to learn, and to grow through every setback, you develop the resilience that will carry you through any challenge. Ultimately, encouragement is about recognizing your worth and potential, even when others may not. It's about refusing to let doubt or fear hold you back. When you make the decision to encourage yourself, you build an inner strength that no external circumstance can shake. You stop waiting for others to validate your dreams, and instead you validate them for yourself. You give yourself the permission to succeed, to take risks, and to grow beyond your limits. So every time you feel discouraged, remind yourself that you have the ability to encourage yourself. Speak to yourself with kindness, acknowledge your progress, and be your own greatest motivator. By doing this, you will cultivate an unstoppable mindset that keeps you moving forward. No matter the challenges you face, you are capable, you are worthy, and you have everything it takes to succeed. Believe it, and let that encouragement propel you toward your dreams. Believing in your potential is one of the most important decisions you can make for your life. It's not just about hope or wishful thinking, it's about recognizing the truth that you have the ability to achieve more than you may have ever thought possible. The potential within you is not just a dream, it's a reality waiting to unfold. And the first step to unlocking that potential is to believe it exists. Too often, people limit themselves by their circumstances or by their past experiences. They look at the obstacles they faced, the failures they've endured, or the things that haven't worked out, and they begin to doubt their ability to move forward. But here's the key: your past doesn't define you. Your potential isn't determined by where you've been, it's defined by where you choose to go. You are not the sum of your failures, you are the possibility of your future. And it all begins with believing in your own potential. Belief in your potential is not just about thinking you're capable of achieving success, it's about understanding that you have the tools, the ability, and the opportunity to create the life you desire. Whether you're starting from scratch or you've faced challenges along the way, you are capable of growth. Your potential is always greater than your current situation, and if you can believe in that, you'll start to act in ways that align with that belief. Believing in your potential also means refusing to sell yourself short. It's easy to settle for less, to accept mediocrity, or to think that success is for other people. But here's the truth: success, greatness, and achievement are not reserved for a select few. They're available to anyone willing to believe in their potential and do the work. When you believe in your ability to achieve your goals, you set the stage for the actions that will get you there. But if you don't believe in yourself, you'll never even begin. The difference between those who achieve and those who don't is often rooted in this one simple factor: belief. Your belief in yourself affects everything: the decisions you make, the risks you're willing to take, and the perseverance you bring to the table. If you don't believe in your potential, you'll hesitate when opportunity knocks, second guess yourself in times of doubt, and eventually give up when things get tough. But if you truly believe in what you are capable of, you will take bold action, face challenges with confidence, and keep pushing forward even when the road gets tough. This belief in yourself must be unwavering. It's easy to believe in your potential when things are going well, but true belief is tested in adversity. When the going gets tough, when failure seems near, and when it feels like nothing is working, that's when your belief matters the most. In those moments, you must remind yourself that your potential is still there. It hasn't gone anywhere. You are capable, and the skills, knowledge, and strength you need to succeed are within you. When you believe in your potential, you don't see setbacks as final. It's simply a detour, a lesson, or an opportunity to grow stronger. In order to fully believe in your potential, you need to surround yourself with people, books, and environments that reinforce this belief. Be careful about who and what you allow to influence you. If you surround yourself with negativity, doubt, and limitations, you'll start to internalize those beliefs. But if you surround yourself with positive influences, people who lift you up and challenge you to grow, you'll start to see your potential reflected in the way others treat you and in the opportunities that come your way. Lastly, believe in your potential, not just for yourself, but for the world around you. When you believe in your own growth, you inspire others to believe in theirs. You become a living example of what is possible when you tap into your potential and refuse to settle for anything less. Your belief in yourself can create a ripple effect that impacts the people you care about, your community, and beyond. So today, take a moment to remind yourself you are capable of greatness. Your potential is limitless, and the only thing standing between you and the life you want is your belief in yourself. Trust in your ability to create change, to grow, and to achieve. Believe in your potential with everything you have, and then let that belief guide you toward the incredible future that awaits you. Celebrating small wins is an often overlooked yet incredibly powerful practice that can change the trajectory of your success. It's easy to get caught up in the grand vision of where you want to go, and it's tempting to only feel satisfied when you've reached the big milestones. But here's the truth: success isn't just about the finish line, it's about the steps you take to get there. Those small victories along the way are just as important as the end result, if not more so. In fact, they are the building blocks of your ultimate success. The reality is that progress is rarely a straight line. There will be setbacks, challenges, and times when things don't go according to plan. But when you celebrate the small wins, you create positive reinforcement that keeps you moving forward. Every little accomplishment, every step forward, is a victory. Whether it's finishing a project, making a tough decision, or even just staying focused for a set period of time, these small wins are proof that you are on the right track. When you acknowledge them, you reinforce your commitment to your goals and give yourself the momentum you need to keep going. One of the biggest reasons people give up on their dreams is that they fail to celebrate the small wins. They get discouraged because they focus only on the long-term, big-picture goals and overlook the progress they've already made. The problem with this is that it's easy to feel like you're not getting anywhere if you don't acknowledge how far you've come. Small wins, however, are tangible evidence that you are moving in the right direction. They prove that your efforts are paying off, and when you take the time to recognize them, you boost your confidence and fuel your drive. Celebrating small wins also creates a positive cycle of growth. When you celebrate, you reinforce the behaviors that led to the win in the first place. It's about recognizing the habits, actions, and decisions that moved you forward. By celebrating these, you start to build a mindset that looks for opportunities to win rather than focusing on what's not working. This mindset shift is crucial to long-term success because it keeps you motivated even on the tough days. In addition, celebrating small wins cultivates gratitude. When you focus on what you've accomplished instead of what you still need to do, you begin to see the progress you've made, and that's a powerful motivator. Gratitude helps to shift your perspective, turning challenges into opportunities for growth and reframing setbacks as temporary hurdles. The more you celebrate, the more you appreciate the process and the more resilient you become. It's about seeing each step along the way as part of the journey, not just a means to an end. Another reason small wins matter is that they give you clarity. As you celebrate these smaller victories, you start to see patterns in your actions, your progress, and your outcomes. You begin to recognize which strategies work, which habits are most effective, and where you need to adjust. These insights are invaluable because they allow you to refine your approach and improve your results. Celebrating small wins gives you the mental clarity to keep improving and adapting to ensure that you reach the bigger goals. Moreover, when you celebrate small wins, you increase your belief in yourself. Every time you recognize a small victory, you are reaffirming your ability to succeed. This is crucial because belief is the foundation of all achievement. The more you celebrate, the more you reinforce your confidence and self-worth, and this will propel you toward even greater success. It's not about getting complacent, it's about acknowledging your efforts and using that energy to fuel your next move. So don't wait for the big win to celebrate. Celebrate the small victories along the way. They are the moments that shape your future. And when you recognize them, you build the momentum that keeps you pushing forward. The road to success is paved with small wins. Every step, no matter how small, is a step in the right direction. By taking the time to honor those moments, you create a mindset that celebrates progress and motivates you to keep going. And when you do, the big wins will come naturally as the culmination of all those smaller victories you've celebrated along the way. Consistency is the secret ingredient that turns potential into progress, dreams into reality, and ordinary actions into extraordinary results. It's easy to get excited about something new, whether it's a goal, a project, or an idea. The challenge, however, is not in starting, it's in sticking with it day after day through the ups and downs. This is where most people falter. They start strong but quickly lose steam when the initial excitement fades or when obstacles arise. But the key to success, the thing that separates those who achieve from those who don't, is consistency. Think about anything worthwhile you've achieved in your life. It wasn't the one big burst of effort that led to success, it was the steady, consistent actions taken over time. Success doesn't happen overnight, but it does happen over time, and it happens for those who are willing to show up every day, do the work, and commit to the process. Whether it's building a business, improving your health, or mastering a new skill, it's the consistent actions that compound over time and create massive results. Consistency doesn't mean perfection. It means making progress, even if it's small. It means showing up even when you don't feel like it. It's about doing what you know you need to do, even when the results aren't immediately visible. Just because you don't see instant success doesn't mean you're not on the right path. Every small effort, every step forward, is an investment in your future. And over time, those investments add up to something far greater than the sum of their parts. In fact, consistency is what builds momentum. Momentum is the force that propels you forward, even when things get difficult. When you commit to showing up each day, even when it feels hard or when you don't see immediate results, you begin to build that momentum. And once you have momentum, everything becomes easier. Tasks that once seemed challenging now feel manageable because your consistency has built a foundation that makes progress inevitable. Another powerful aspect of consistency is that it builds trust in yourself, in your abilities, and in the process. When you show up consistently, you reinforce the belief that you are capable of achieving your goals. Every time you follow through on a commitment to yourself, you strengthen your self-discipline, and your confidence grows. Over time, you stop doubting yourself because you've proven to yourself that you can do the work, even when the results aren't instant. Consistency also creates a sense of discipline. It's easy to get distracted by the next shiny thing, to chase the latest trend or opportunity. But success doesn't come from jumping from one thing to the next. It comes from focusing on the things that matter most and doing them repeatedly, day in and day out. It's about building habits that serve your goals and sticking to them, regardless of how enticing other distractions may seem. The discipline to stay the course, to keep doing the necessary work even when it's hard, is what ultimately leads to success. When you make consistency a habit, you start to see the compound effect. Small, consistent actions, repeated over time, lead to exponential growth. It's like putting money in a savings account. At first, it doesn't seem like much. But over time, as the interest compounds, your balance grows substantially. The same principle applies to your efforts. Every action, no matter how small, builds upon the last, and over time, you'll look back and realize how far you've come. What might have seemed like insignificant actions at the time will have turned into a powerful, unstoppable force. Consistency is also what builds resilience. Life will throw challenges at you. There will be days when things don't go as planned, when setbacks occur, and when you face doubts. But if you remain consistent, even in the face of adversity, you'll develop the resilience to overcome those challenges. It's through consistent action that you build mental toughness and the ability to keep going, no matter what life throws at you. The key to consistency is simple. Don't focus on perfection. Focus on persistence. It's not about being perfect every day. It's about showing up, doing the work, and staying committed, even when the results aren't immediately visible. When you stay consistent, you build the habits, the momentum, and the discipline necessary for success. And over time, as those small actions compound, you'll find that the results are not only inevitable, but often far greater than you ever imagined. So, if you want to achieve anything worthwhile, remember this: consistency is the key. It's not about how fast you get there, it's about how steadily you move forward. Keep showing up, keep doing the work, and trust the process. Success doesn't come from a single action, it comes from the relentless, consistent effort you put in each day. If you commit to consistency, your success is not a matter of if, but when.